Have you ever wondered why some people seem to effortlessly attract success, while others struggle despite their best efforts? What if I told you that the key to unlocking your manifestation power lies in embracing your vulnerability? It might sound counterintuitive, but as the renowned researcher and author Brené Brown has discovered, vulnerability is not a weakness. It's our greatest measure of courage. Welcome to a journey that will transform the way you think about personal growth and the law of attraction. I'm thrilled to share with you the groundbreaking insights from Brené Brown's work and how they intersect with the principles of manifestation. Brown, a research professor at the University of Houston, has spent 2 decades studying courage, vulnerability, and shame. Her TED Talk on the power of vulnerability has been viewed over 50 million times, making it one of the most popular TED Talks of all time. In this video, we'll explore how embracing vulnerability can amplify your manifestation power, helping you attract the life you've always dreamed of. You'll learn practical techniques to overcome fear, cultivate authenticity, and harness the incredible power of your true self. Whether you're new to the law of attraction or a seasoned practitioner, this fresh perspective will revolutionize your approach to personal growth and success. Get ready to discover how showing up as your authentic self can create a ripple effect of positive change in your life. By the end of this video, you'll have the tools to break through your barriers, align with your deepest desires, and manifest with unprecedented power. Are you ready to unlock your hidden potential? Let's dive in. Imagine standing at the edge of a vast, beautiful landscape, filled with everything you've ever dreamed of manifesting. Your dream job, ideal relationship, perfect health. It's all there just waiting for you. But there's a catch. To reach it, you must step through a doorway that feels terrifying. This doorway is vulnerability, and the fear of stepping through it is the hidden barrier that's been holding you back from manifesting your desires. As we dive into this crucial aspect of the law of attraction, let's consider a powerful quote from Brené Brown. Vulnerability is the birthplace of innovation, creativity, and change. This statement encapsulates the essence of why vulnerability is so vital to manifestation. When we shield ourselves from vulnerability, we inadvertently block the very creative energy needed to attract our desires. But why does this happen? The answer lies in the concept of resistance in the law of attraction. When we fear being vulnerable, we create an energetic barrier that repels rather than attracts. This resistance manifests as limiting beliefs, self-doubt, and a reluctance to fully commit to our desires. It's like trying to catch a ball with clenched fists. The very act of protecting ourselves prevents us from receiving. Brené Brown's personal experience illustrates this powerfully. In her research on vulnerability, she experienced what she calls a breakdown or spiritual awakening. As she delved deeper into understanding vulnerability, she faced her own fears and insecurities head-on. This process was initially terrifying, but it led to a breakthrough that transformed her career and personal life. By embracing vulnerability, she unlocked a level of authenticity and connection that propelled her work to reach millions. Let's look at a practical example of how overcoming the fear of vulnerability can unlock manifestation power. Consider the story of an entrepreneur who had a brilliant business idea but was paralyzed by the fear of public failure. For years, this fear kept the idea locked away, existing only as a what-if. The turning point came when the entrepreneur decided to embrace vulnerability, sharing the idea with a small group of trusted friends. Their encouragement and feedback not only refined the concept but also provided the confidence boost needed to take it public. Within a year, the business was thriving, all because one person dared to be vulnerable. This is where the belief reconfiguration technique comes into play. To overcome the fear of vulnerability, we must first identify the limiting beliefs that fuel it. Take a moment to reflect. What beliefs do you hold about vulnerability? Perhaps you think it's a weakness or that being vulnerable means getting hurt. These beliefs act as the lock on the door to your manifestations. Here's a simple exercise to start reconfiguring these beliefs. 1. Write down your current belief about vulnerability. 2. Question its validity. Where did this belief come from? Is it serving you? 3. Craft a new, empowering belief that aligns with your manifestation goals. 4. Repeat this new belief daily, especially when you feel resistance. For example, you might transform being vulnerable means I'll get hurt into my vulnerability is a strength that attracts authentic connections and opportunities. As we conclude this chapter, I invite you to sit with this question. What might become possible in your life if you embraced vulnerability as a manifestation tool? The landscape of your dreams is waiting, and the key to unlocking it lies in your willingness to be authentically you. In our next chapter, we'll explore another counterintuitive aspect of manifestation: why perfection might be blocking your desires. Get ready to challenge everything you thought you knew about attracting success. Picture a beautifully wrapped gift. The paper is flawless, the bow immaculate. It's so perfect that you hesitate to open it, fearing that you might ruin its pristine appearance. This gift represents your dreams and desires, and the act of keeping it perfectly wrapped symbolizes the pursuit of perfection that's actually blocking your manifestations. In the realm of the law of attraction, perfection is often seen as the ultimate goal. However, as we delve deeper into Brené Brown's research, we uncover a surprising truth. Perfection is not the key to unlocking your manifestation power. It's the very thing holding you back. Brown eloquently states, perfectionism is a self-destructive and addictive belief system that fuels this primary thought. If I look perfect and do everything perfectly, I can avoid or minimize the painful feelings of shame, judgment, and blame. This powerful insight reveals how the pursuit of perfection can create a barrier between us and our true desires. Let's explore the principle of reciprocity in the context of vulnerability and manifestation. When we present a perfect facade to the world, we inadvertently create distance. People connect with authenticity, not perfection. By allowing ourselves to be vulnerable and imperfect, we open the door for genuine connections and unexpected opportunities, the very essence of powerful manifestation. Consider the concept of emotional armor. Many of us build this protective layer, believing it shields us from hurt or failure. However, this armor also blocks our ability to resonate at the frequency of our desires. It's like trying to tune into a radio station while inside a lead box. The signal simply can't get through. To illustrate this, let's look at the story of an artist who struggled for years to gain recognition. Their early work was technically flawless but lacked soul. It wasn't until they embraced their unique style, complete with what they perceived as imperfections, that their art began to resonate with audiences. By allowing vulnerability to shine through their work, they attracted a devoted following and achieved the success they had long desired. This paradox of perfection blocking desires isn't limited to creative pursuits. It applies to all areas of life: relationships, career, personal growth. The fear of being seen as imperfect can prevent us from taking risks, trying new things, or putting ourselves out there. Yet it's precisely these actions that align us with our manifestations. Now let's introduce a powerful technique to help break free from the perfection trap. Emotional Freedom Technique, EFT, also known as tapping. This method combines elements of cognitive therapy with acupressure to release emotional blockages. Here's a simple EFT exercise to help release the need for perfection. 1. Identify a perfectionistic belief, e.g., I must be perfect to be worthy of success. 2. Rate the intensity of this belief on a scale of 0 to 10. 3. Tap gently with your fingertips on these points while repeating your belief. O top of the head. O eyebrow. O side of the eye. O under the eye. O under the nose. Thin. Collarbone. O under the arm. 4. Take a deep breath and reassess the intensity of the belief. 5. Repeat the process, this time saying, even though I feel I need to be perfect, I deeply and completely accept myself. This technique can help release the emotional charge associated with perfectionism, allowing you to approach manifestation from a place of authenticity and self-acceptance. As we wrap up this chapter, consider this. What if the key to unlocking your manifestation power lies not in achieving perfection, but in embracing your beautiful, messy, authentic self? How might your approach to the law of attraction change if you allowed yourself to be vulnerably imperfect? In our next chapter, we'll explore the powerful triad of courage, authenticity, and vibration, and how they work together to supercharge your manifestations. But before we move on, take a moment to reflect on areas in your life where perfectionism might be holding you back. Are you ready to unwrap the gift of your true potential? Are you enjoying the video so far? Don't forget to hit that like button. Imagine a tuning fork that, when struck, resonates at the perfect frequency to manifest your deepest desires. This tuning fork represents the powerful combination of courage, authenticity, and vibration, the vulnerability trifecta that can amplify your manifestation power beyond your wildest dreams. As we delve deeper into Brené Brown's research, we uncover a profound truth. Vulnerability isn't just about opening up emotionally. It's about aligning your entire being with the universe's creative forces. Brown states, vulnerability is the birthplace of innovation, creativity, and change. This insight reveals how embracing vulnerability can become a catalyst for powerful manifestations. Let's explore how courage plays a crucial role in this process. When we summon the courage to be vulnerable, we open ourselves to new possibilities and opportunities. It's like stepping onto a stage with the spotlight on you, terrifying, yet exhilarating. This act of courage sends a clear signal to the universe that you're ready to receive. Consider the story of a renowned public speaker who, despite their success, always felt disconnected from their audience. It wasn't until they decided to share a personal struggle during a keynote address that everything changed. By courageously revealing their vulnerability, they not only connected deeply with their audience but also attracted unprecedented opportunities for growth and impact. This is the power of courageous vulnerability in action. Now, let's talk about authenticity and its role in creating your unique vibrational signature. Authenticity is like your energetic fingerprint. It's what makes you uniquely you. When you align your actions, thoughts, and emotions with your true self, you create a powerful resonance that the universe can't ignore. Think of it as tuning into a radio station. When you're authentic, you're broadcasting on a clear frequency, making it easier for the universe to hear and respond to your desires. This is where the concept of vibrational alignment in the law of attraction comes into play. To elevate your vibrational frequency, let's practice a simple self-compassion exercise. 1. Close your eyes and place your hand over your heart. 2. Take 3 deep breaths, focusing on the warmth of your hand. 3. Say to yourself, I am worthy of love and abundance exactly as I am. 4. Visualize a warm, golden light emanating from your heart, enveloping your entire body. 5. Sit with this feeling for a moment, allowing it to raise your energetic vibration. This practice not only increases self-compassion but also aligns you with the frequency of self-love and abundance. To illustrate the power of vulnerability in a professional setting, consider the case of a corporate executive who transformed their team's productivity. Instead of maintaining a facade of infallibility, they decided to openly discuss their challenges and ask for input from team members. This act of vulnerability created a culture of trust and innovation, leading to a significant boost in productivity and employee satisfaction. Now let's introduce a powerful technique to anchor these positive states, the NLP anchoring technique. This method allows you to associate a physical trigger with a desired emotional state, making it easier to access that state when needed. Here's how to create a vulnerability anchor. 1. Think of a time when you felt courageously vulnerable and things worked out positively. 2. As you relive that memory, notice the feelings in your body. 3. When the feeling is at its peak, gently squeeze your thumb and middle finger together. 4. Repeat this process several times to strengthen the anchor. 5. In the future, when you need to access that courageous, vulnerable state, simply use the same finger squeeze. This technique can help you quickly access a state of courageous vulnerability, amplifying your manifestation power in moments when you need it most. As we conclude this chapter, reflect on how courage, authenticity, and vibration work together in your life. How might embracing this vulnerability trifecta change your approach to manifesting your desires? What could become possible if you allowed yourself to be courageously vulnerable in pursuit of your dreams? In our next chapter, we'll explore how embracing imperfection can surprisingly lead to more abundant manifestations. Get ready to discover the hidden power in your perceived flaws and how they might be the key to unlocking your greatest potential. Think of a diamond in its raw form, rough, unpolished, and seemingly imperfect. Yet within this imperfect stone lies immense value and beauty. In the same way, our imperfections, often seen as flaws, can be the very key to unlocking our most powerful manifestations. As we continue our exploration of Brené Brown's groundbreaking research, we uncover a paradoxical truth. Accepting our imperfections can actually remove energetic blockages and amplify our manifestation power. Brown eloquently states, imperfections are not inadequacies. They are reminders that we're all in this together. This profound insight reveals how embracing our flaws can create deeper connections and align us more authentically with the universe's creative forces. It's a concept that challenges our conventional thinking about perfection and success. Let's delve into the idea of vibrational alignment through acceptance. When we resist our imperfections, we create an energetic friction that can block the flow of our desires. It's like trying to paddle upstream, exhausting and counterproductive. However, when we accept ourselves fully, imperfections and all, we align with the natural flow of the universe. Consider the law of allowing in the context of vulnerability. This principle suggests that by allowing ourselves to be imperfect, we simultaneously allow our desires to manifest more freely. It's a form of surrender that paradoxically empowers us. To illustrate this, let's look at the story of an athlete who struggled with performance anxiety. Despite rigorous training, they consistently fell short in competitions. The turning point came when they embraced their nervousness as a natural part of their competitive spirit, rather than seeing it as a flaw to be eliminated. By accepting this imperfection, they were able to channel that energy into heightened focus and awareness. The result? They achieved their personal best and went on to break records in their sport. This example demonstrates how accepting our perceived limitations can actually be the key to surpassing them. It's not about lowering our standards, but about changing our relationship with our imperfections. Now let's deepen our practice of the belief reconfiguration technique, focusing specifically on accepting imperfections. Here's a step-by-step guide. 1. Identify a perceived imperfection that you believe is holding you back. 2. Write down your current belief about this imperfection, e.g., my shyness prevents me from succeeding in my career. 3. Question this belief. Is it really true? Can you find examples that contradict it? 4. Craft a new, empowering belief that embraces this trait, e.g., my sensitivity allows me to connect deeply with others, enhancing my professional relationships. 5. Visualize how this new belief could positively impact your life and manifestations. 6. Repeat this new belief daily, especially when you notice the old belief surfacing. This technique helps to rewire our neural pathways, creating new, empowering associations with our perceived imperfections. As we practice this, we begin to see our imperfections not as obstacles, but as unique features that contribute to our authenticity and power. It's like a master painter using unexpected brushstrokes to create a masterpiece. Those imperfections are what make the art unique and valuable. Remember, the goal isn't to eradicate all flaws, but to change our relationship with them. By embracing our imperfections, we send a powerful message to the universe. I am ready to receive abundance in all its forms, exactly as I am. As we conclude this chapter, take a moment to reflect on an imperfection you've been resisting. How might your life and manifestations change if you chose to embrace it instead? What new possibilities might open up? In our next chapter, we'll explore how vulnerability can create powerful connections, leading to collective manifestations that can transform not just individuals, but entire communities. Prepare to discover the ripple effect of embracing vulnerability in your life and the world around you. Imagine a vast web of light, each intersection a glowing node representing an individual. As these nodes pulse with vulnerability and authenticity, the entire web brightens, creating a powerful field of collective energy. This image encapsulates the essence of collective manifestation, a phenomenon where the power of individual vulnerability combines to create transformative change on a larger scale. As we delve deeper into Brené Brown's research, we uncover a profound truth about the interconnectedness of our manifestation abilities. Brown states, "Connection is why we're here. We are hardwired to connect with others. It's what gives purpose and meaning to our lives, and without it there is suffering." This insight reveals how our individual acts of vulnerability can ripple out, influencing and amplifying the manifestation power of those around us. Let's explore how vulnerability strengthens the collective energetic field. When we open ourselves up and share our authentic experiences, we create a resonance that others can tune into. It's like striking a tuning fork. The vibration spreads, influencing everything it touches. In the context of manifestation, this means that our individual acts of vulnerability can create a supportive environment where everyone's manifestation abilities are enhanced. Consider the concept of collective manifestation through authentic connections. When a group of individuals comes together, each embracing their vulnerability, they create a synergistic effect. Their combined energy and intention become greater than the sum of its parts. This collective power can lead to manifestations that might seem impossible on an individual level. To illustrate this, Let's look at the story of a neighborhood that was struggling with various social and economic issues. Instead of retreating into isolation, the residents decided to come together and share their challenges openly. Through vulnerable and authentic communication, they identified common goals and pooled their resources and skills. Over time, this collective approach led to the manifestation of community gardens, local support networks, and even new job opportunities. What started as individual acts of vulnerability blossomed into a transformative movement for the entire community. Now let's explore some practices of vulnerability that can amplify our manifestations. 1. Authentic sharing circles. Regular gatherings where people share their goals, fears, and progress in a supportive environment. 2. Collaborative vision boards. Creating a shared visual representation of collective goals and dreams. 3. Vulnerability challenges. Encouraging each other to step out of comfort zones and embrace new experiences. 4. Gratitude exchanges. Expressing genuine appreciation for others' contributions and support. 5. Collective meditation or visualization. Focusing group energy on shared intentions and desires. These practices not only strengthen individual manifestation abilities but also create a powerful collective field of positive energy and intention. Let's now apply the NLP anchoring technique in a group context to harness this collective power. 1. Gather in a circle and have each person recall a time when vulnerability led to a positive outcome. 2. As each person shares their story, the group collectively creates a physical anchor, e.g., touching their heart center. 3. After all stories are shared, the group simultaneously activates their anchors, creating a powerful surge of collective energy. 4. This anchored state can be recalled in future group manifestation sessions, instantly tapping into the collective power of vulnerable connection. This technique allows groups to quickly access a state of open, vulnerable connection, amplifying their collective manifestation power. As we conclude this chapter, reflect on the relationships and communities in your life. How might embracing vulnerability in these contexts enhance not just your own manifestation abilities, but those of the people around you? What could become possible if you and your connections created a field of authentic, vulnerable energy focused on collective growth and manifestation? In our final section, we'll bring together all the elements we've explored, providing you with a comprehensive blueprint for integrating vulnerability into your manifestation practice. Get ready to unlock the full potential of your manifestation power through the transformative force of vulnerability. As we reach the end of our journey through the transformative power of vulnerability in manifestation, let's take a moment to reflect on the key insights we've uncovered. Like a master weaver creating a tapestry, we've interlaced the wisdom of Brené Brown with the principles of the law of attraction, revealing a powerful pattern for personal growth and manifestation. First, we discovered that the fear of vulnerability often acts as an invisible barrier to our manifestation abilities. By recognizing and addressing this fear, we open ourselves to a world of creative possibilities. Remember, every time you choose vulnerability over protection, you're sending a clear signal to the universe about your readiness to receive. We then explored the paradox of perfection, realizing that our pursuit of flawlessness can actually block our desires. Embracing imperfection, on the other hand, aligns us more authentically with the flow of the universe. It's in our perceived flaws that we often find our unique strengths and most powerful manifestation tools. The vulnerability trifecta of courage, authenticity, and vibration emerged as a powerful amplifier for our manifestation abilities. By cultivating these qualities, we raise our energetic frequency, making us more receptive to the abundance the universe has to offer. We learned that accepting our imperfections isn't just about self-love. It's a key to removing energetic blockages. This acceptance allows us to align more fully with our desires and opens us to receiving in ways we might never have imagined. Finally, we explored the concept of collective manifestation, discovering how our individual acts of vulnerability can create ripple effects, influencing and uplifting those around us. By connecting authentically with others, we tap into a collective power that can manifest change on a scale far beyond our individual capabilities. Now, as we conclude, I invite you to take these insights and put them into practice. Start small if you need to. Even the tiniest act of vulnerability can set powerful manifestations in motion. Remember Brené Brown's words: Vulnerability is the birthplace of innovation, creativity, and change. Here's a simple emotional freedom technique (EFT) exercise to help you embrace vulnerability in your manifestation practice. 1. Take a deep breath and focus on an area where you want to be more vulnerable. 2. Gently tap the side of your hand while saying, "Even though I feel scared to be vulnerable, I deeply and completely accept myself." 3. Tap through these points, repeating a phrase that resonates with you. "Oh eyebrow, it's safe to be vulnerable." "Oh side of the eye, I embrace my authentic self." "Oh under the eye, vulnerability is strength." "Oh under the nose, I'm open to receiving." "Oh chin, I release my fear of judgment." "Oh collarbone, I am worthy as I am." "Oh under the arm, vulnerability connects me to others." "Oh top of the head, I am powerful in my vulnerability." Take another deep breath and notice how you feel. As you move forward, remember that every step towards vulnerability is a step towards more powerful manifestations. Your authenticity is your superpower. Use it wisely and watch as the universe responds in kind. We'd love to hear about your experiences with vulnerability and manifestation. Share your stories, insights, and questions in the comments below. Your journey might just be the inspiration someone else needs to take their first step. If you found value in this video, please give it a like and consider sharing it with others who might benefit. And don't forget to subscribe for more content on personal growth, manifestation, and harnessing the power of vulnerability. Thank you for joining us on this transformative journey. Remember, in your vulnerability lies your greatest strength. Embrace it and watch as your manifestation power soars to new heights. Wow, you've tapped into the law of attraction. Feel that positive energy? This video found you for a reason. Let's amplify it together. Subscribe to manifest more life-changing content. Like to send positivity back to the universe. Share with someone you care about. You'll both benefit. Comment below with your thoughts or questions. Your engagement grows our community. Next video, I'll reveal a secret to manifest desires faster. Don't miss it. Join our vibrant community of manifestors. Let's co-create an incredible reality together. Your journey to unlimited abundance starts now. I believe in you.